Greetings and welcome to episode 20 of my Empire Total War Darth Mod Spain campaign. And this, my friends, how we left it last time, where we've finally, my friends, stepped into the strategic depths here of the Austrian Empire. Our fiercest foe thus far, and it's taken us a long time here to be able to push into actual Austrian territory. We've taken Zagreb, we've ripped Zagreb away from there, Croatia. We have now defending Zagreb, and indeed the border here is still quite porous here, it's still open, but we have two absolute elite armies, battle-hardened veterans here in these armies here. We have the garrison here, look at this, what a wonderful sight. Now, before I continue, my friends, any of you have asked to be generals, please remind me in the comments now for this episode if you'd like to be a general here within this campaign. If there's not a fight or not a battle next episode, at the beginning of next episode, then I will include and add you as generals, my friends. If I have forgotten, please I do apologise. A lot has happened since we last played this campaign, so I've checked over the comments just to try but I might have missed if anybody's asked for them. So if I have, please accept my apologies, but I can promise you if you do put it down in the comments, it will be done for this particular campaign this time around. But as you can see here, as I was saying, we've taken Zagreb now. Multiple assaults against Venice were being undertaken by the Austrians. We managed to repel them, my friends, with great losses to the Austrians. As you can see here, this was sort of the remaining army that tried to push us out of Zagreb, but they have still got a fair amount of troops here. Look at that. Royal Hungarian Grenadiers, and they've even got Marines now. They're starting to really put out quite a lot of really hardline troops here, real brutally elite and efficient, wonderful fighting men here. As you can see, look at this force coming towards us here. Hungarian Grenadiers, Royal Hungarian Grenadiers, we've got Swiss Line Infantry, Swiss Grenadiers, we've got Hungarian Fusiliers. So they're really pulling out all the stops. Look at this Royal Hungarian Line Infantry. Nothing to be sniffed at all here. This really is the absolute apogee, the top line forces coming our way. But is a pincer movement which we did take advantage of here. I mean, the Dutch have absolutely steamrolled everything in their path here. They really have. They've pushed right into the centre of Europe here, and they are. We'll quickly just jog our memories here. No problems here. We are friendly with them. Thankfully, we're friendly with them. They're at war with Austria. So of course they are pushing in from. They took Prague off Austria last time around, as you can see here. Look at that. This is an absolute monstrous force. I mean, this is absolutely elite par excellence. It really is the creme de la creme here of the Dutch forces. As you can see, a line of infantry guards, Netherlanders, mariners, or basically Dutch marines, Swiss line infantry, lots of fusiliers as well. Haven't got the caliber of gun here as expecting. Demi-cannons, 6-pounders, hussars, engineers, so they've got a very good mixture. No general leading, it was a little bit of a surprise here, but as you can see here, they've absolutely pushed in against everyone here. The Dutch really are rampant here, and it's taken us a long time to be able to establish ourselves. We've thrown all of our military might behind the Italian campaign here. We are allied with France here. So you can see here, France very friendly with us, plus 288 here. They're at war with Ottomans, Britain. They are trade partners with Austria. That might dent us a little bit here, but we have in Venice though got these gentlemen here. Look at that, what a force this is here. We've also put here a Grenadier regiment here, just to add a little bit of backbone here, a bit of oomph to the fighting troops here. Not to besmirch any of these men here. I mean, they really have been fighting very well here. But again, we have to make sure that we have the troops in place in case France decides to get turned a little bit iffy with us. And as you can see, they've already got an army, a full stack army, dare I say, within Nice here. And also their fleet is building up quite nicely. That does remind me, many of the councillors said, Mala, you need to get your fleet up and running here. Look at that, that's all we've got at the moment. A pretty poor showing. What we are trying to do though is trying to push on here. We've got some more galleys. We've also got this. Completely and utterly forgotten we had these gentlemen. Look at that. Swiss Guards, Swiss Grenadiers, absolutely the real apogee there of our forces are coming to the fore here. We are going to build a very strong force here in Madrid. Why are we doing that? Look at the size here. Look at the absolute power of Portugal here. I mean, they have got some absolute monstrous armies here. They've also got this ship here full here. Actually, they're not that great, so probably one, maybe even two armies mixed in with these gentlemen in it would probably break Portugal, which is something the council has been pushing for as well. The council has definitely been pushing for us to remove Portugal here and bring all of this sort of, you know, the sort of the west of Spain, or the west of Portugal, or this western section of land, or this region here under Spanish control. And that's what we're going to do. We're actually going to build two armies here, and we're going to take the plunge here, and we're going to hit Lisbon. As you can see, poorly defended, which means we'd have to hit it right off the march. We'd have to march in here, move to the border here, using the road here as sort of the river here. We'd move down to the road here, so we'd have to travel through Cordoba, heading for Evora here, then into Lisbon. So that would be our sort of things. Would be Cordoba, Evora, then Lisbon. We'd have to move through here, but we'd have to put our troops here, because this way is too long. This is too much of a long-winded route moving around here. You'd have to move through the Andes here. It really would be an absolute trek here. But we have to really bring ourselves through here and right down to the road here. But we'd have to set our forces here, ready to strike absolutely. And as soon as we were able to, we'd move into Lisbon and assault Lisbon straight off the march. That would mean tired troops, but it has to be done, my friends. It really, really does. Now, as you can see, we are pouring a huge amount of money into the infrastructure here of Italy. It really is the absolute key to our economic strength here, is it? Especially Rome. Look at Rome. It is absolutely thriving here. And we've got everything we can upgrade here at maximum. But before we got the research, of course, we are putting a lot of money into, a lot of time into research. Ideally, we should get puddling furnace, because it's given us minus 18 recruitment costs for artillery. But at the moment, we're moving into steam pump, because what we want to do here, are we really going to really need that? I don't think that's going to be really a key for us here. I think we might switch Salamanca here to... I think we'll switch it to puddling furnace. I think to give us that reduction in costs. We're always looking to reduce our costs, but also to increase our income at the same time. That equilibrium has to be found there between income and expenditure. Now, we've got a spy here, just to keep an eye on what's going on with... I'll just move this gentleman here. Our spy here is Rivera, here Monacada. We're just going to keep an eye on what's going on here. Remember, they've got a full fighting force here in Vienna, and that is guarded by some wonderful troops. Now, there's a chance that the Dutch will attack before we do. If they attack and fail, we will, of course, swoop in here and take Vienna, rip it away from not only the Austrians, but also the Dutch control, because we can't have the Dutch butting heads with us too often here. Luckily, we've got Poland as well as an ally of ours, who are also at war with Austria indeed, and also the Ottoman Empire. Now, is anybody else we can... Now, they're unfriendly with the 13 colonies, but that's something we can live with. Are you possibly open to trade? Nope. Sweden, open to trade, sir? Indeed not. So that's looking a little bit dodgy there for us at the moment. Is there any other nation unfriendly the Crimean Khanate? Let's have a look. If they might be swayed. No, indeed they won't. But we do have New Spain and Persia, of course, trading with us. I think that's all we can do at the moment. Now, many of the councils say, so the priority of ours is to smash in the Austrians here, as we are trying to sort of, expand our reach here. Now, we're not expanding because we're sort of looking to push into sort of, Eastern Europe. We're expanding to give us that buffer between potentially a very, very aggressive Dutch, an ally there which is in Poland, which we can support if things do go a little bit haywire. But also we have to be very wary down here of the Ottomans. Now, the Ottomans do have Belgrade and Sarajevo. There's a chance they might want Croatia to add to that sort of the sort of Balkan holdings they have here. And as you can see, Transylvania here is still open to the Austrians. So again, we want to get these, or at least push back the Austrians as far as we can away from Venice here. Now, they could, of course, move through Bavaria, because remember, they still got Stuttgart and Strasbourg. So they could actually move through here the Alps and move in here and hit Verona. We do have, of course, the France who are allied with us, but they're not going to stop the Austrians moving in here. The first land they would hit is Venice here. That's why we've had to leave such a powerful force here. We cannot be outflanked. If we lose Venice, it would unhinge the entire strategic depths here we have in Italy. Italy and Rome would be exposed then to an Austrian attack. So it's critical here that we're pushing back here, sort of forming a border here, forming a sort of a buffer zone, as it were. And if the Dutch attack Vienna and fail, there's a chance that we're using these, and we've also got, as you can see, we're sending 2 additional Fusilier regiments in to sort of, complete this army here. Then we will make that attack into Vienna and try and wrestle it from the Austrians, and also deny it to the Dutch. We can't allow the Dutch to sort of start expanding exponentially here and really starting to grow here. As you can see, look at Sweden. I mean, Sweden is vast here, sir. It really is. They've taken St. Petersburg, which is an absolute crucial. They've turned into a major fisheries here, but they've got a dry dock here as well. But Sweden is hostile towards us. We have to be wary of an expanding Sweden as well. And our holdings here in Cuba, and also Santo Domingo, and also Jamaica as well, are still firmly under our control. Of course, we are at peace with New Spain here. And long may that continue. Oh, there's New Spain here. Now, we're not protectorates of them at all. We're allies. They're allies with France. Let's see if they would be. No, we can't see because they're allied. You cannot ally with an enemy of your allies, so they're not going to ally with us. They are very friendly with us, which is good. But we will, and many of the council have been pushing for us to actually take New Spain. So we are going to probably do that. Look at the Dutch here as well. They've got 2 of the richest regions, probably in the entire New World, which is Dutch and French Guiana, and indeed they're expanding them as well. So, very, very high mineral wealth coming from those 2 regions here. But New Spain is a target of ours, even though it's friendly with us. We have got 6,660 coming out from New Spain here, and they've got 2,537 coming from New Spain to ourselves. If you combine that, we've got roughly 5,000 here, 5,582 going out here. We've got probably one of the largest amounts coming out of the New World Spain. But we've got to keep an eye on here. We have actually sent in a fleet here to guard against pirates, who have been an absolute menace, because they've still got Trinidad and Tobago, and they've still got Leeward Islands as well. Punda here is still under control by the Dutch, and we're at peace here with, I mean, look at that, that's a monstrous amount of income there. 13,680. As you can see, the Dutch are in silence, so the Dutch really are turning themselves and becoming a real powerhouse here within this campaign. The Ottomans have still got a vast swathe of territory available to themselves. We have to be careful we don't butt heads here with the Ottomans. We don't want to get drawn into a protracted war here within sort of Central Europe. That could really put a hinder here. We have to keep pouring massive amounts of material and troops, and indeed money, into fighting what would be a long protracted war here. Would pull down potentially what we've earned here, what we've gained. But why is Sweden here? We've got to really continue what we're doing here. We are trying to expand and get the dry dock up and running as well at some point. But again, we do need a naval board. Now the naval board will come from here, but of course we need offshore facilities, which we do have, but we can't quite afford it. What's our income? 9,653. 14,000 here from tax income. Look at the army expenditure. It is huge. Double. Almost double what our tax income is. Lucky we've got some decent trade here. But let's continue here our quest. Let's end the turn here. Let's see what happens. Oh, well done, sir. Well done. Barbary States. Britain doing its duty, which is always good to see. France, still powerful. Austria moving. Oh, now they've destroyed that. That's going to give them a little bit of a morale boost there. Dutch moving in, additional forces to the front lines potentially. Be under no illusions, my friends, of how powerful the Dutch have become. Very, very powerful indeed here. Ottomans. New Spain. Moving out again, potentially to move against the pirates. They are very, very savvy when it comes to dealing with the pirates. Where exactly the Mughal Empire going? Hopefully dealing with any potential problems. Bavaria, Georgia. Stay away from us, sir. Barbary states, who again are going to be an absolute menace here, but will they stay away from us? I think we've got peace with the Barbary states, and thus they shall leave us alone. But they should be probably dealt with by another nation. But if they overstep the mark, we shall deal with them, sir. Those fiends are our raiders par excellence, they really are. And pirates, there it is. Time to deal with the pirates. These pirates are an absolute menace, sir. And with as thus, we shall deal with them. I think we'll take the race-built galleon in. 660 going out of here. I think we will repair here. Oh, +2 command. Excellent. So we're trying to, excuse me, my friends, we're trying to build up here some cuirassiers here. Oh, look at that. 1,200 there to the regional wealth. That is fantastic. We're trying to, excuse me, my friends, got a bit of frog in my throat here. Great estates. I think we'll increase the farm here. We do have a lot to invest in. So we have to, our money has to go very, very far. Now we've got, Rome is now fully metal road. And Madrid here is starting to build its military capacity. That's been dealt with. Now we've got a lot to invest in here. I think what we'll do is we'll invest in the economy in this particular year. It's going to give us 450. 787. We have to make a statement here that we're going to make a stand. 1,200, but that's a lot to invest. 4,200 straight off the bat there. And we do have a lot more naval board. Would definitely allow us. Oh, can we build a naval board here? We can. 3,000. I think it's probably best we do that there to be able to start increasing our ports, our shipbuilding capacity. 1,050 here. We've got to make sure we invest in the right things here, in the right buildings here. Of course, we've got Morocco fully under our control as well. I think we'll invest in the farms we've got here. Oh, definitely iron workshops. So we're going to plough. Oh yes, and the steam pump. Oh, look at that. Absolutely perfect. There, we've invested now in our economy. Now the next term, we're going to invest in our military. As you can see here, our military is strong. It's already here, robust. What we don't want is this navy here pushing out against us. We're going to leave it where it is. Now, what have we got here? This army could probably do with an additional fusilier. So we're actually going to put the fusiliers back here. We want all our armies to be at maximum capacity here. It'll be a strain on the economy, but it'll prove its worth in the long run. Now these really are a fabulous army. That really, look at that. Now we stand ready to take the plunge here. What are the Dutch? Let's have a quick look at what the Dutch are actually doing here. Now that is interesting indeed. Now the Dutch are mustering a significant amount of forces here. Are they just going to hold at Prague, or are they going to move against Vienna? This will actually determine what we do. Because, as you can see, we've got these gentlemen just across the Alps here. There's a very strong chance they're going to move around here maybe use Graz here as a staging post, in which case we will have to take the plunge and strike them in the flank here, but we've got to try and keep our investments going here along Italy. It took us a long time to get hold of what you see here is our Italian front here. And now we've got it in our grasp. We cannot allow it to slip from that. As you can see, we've got the vineyards here being, and the wine estates here being built here, which is pretty vital here really in Italy, because it does give you a very nice income here, these Italian wine estates. That really is going to bring in a lot of money. 2,000 to regional wealth, that is extraordinary. But next time we're going to invest in our military, and that's going to be ships. So we've got coming in here 9848. We've got 14,450 here. Again, we're just going to increase our ironworks here. We've also got the farms being built where we can. I think what we will do is we'll just send these gentlemen, put these gentlemen into Madrid here. And from here we're going to put an end to any possible Grenadier Guards and Spanish Regimiento de Infanteria in Morelia del Rey. What a wonderful infantry regiment that is. And it will give us a huge range here to be able to put together a absolutely elite, and I mean top of the line force here, or force is, should I say. We're going to put two armies together, maybe even an army and a half. We're going to take out Portugal. Many of the council have been advocating the attack on Portugal from day one, and we have focused on Italy. I've got to admit, I did focus on Italy there, sort of, took the comments on board, but we were sort of immured in Italy at the time. But now I think the council's advice is very, very apt here at the moment. I think we do need to bring what Portugal has got into the fold here. Now, we do have, already they've got a commercial port here, which will definitely be a huge improvement to our fold here, our income. They don't have a very, they've got quite a strong navy here. So we'd have to take Lisbon immediately off the march. So I think we'll have to invest in this army here, and we'll also have to invest in ships. Right, I think that's all we can do at the moment, my friends. I don't think there's anything else we can do. We're just trying to keep ourselves below the parapet here so that nobody starts any fights on us. The hostile Austria, which is fine. Everybody else is friendly, very friendly, apart from Sweden, who for some reason don't like us. Now, can we get trade? How should we send them some technology here? Let's just send them some ability to build their ships. Ah, excellent. So now additional income here. Let's try and do the same for Sweden here. Let's just send them. Let's just send them something to increase their economy. Wonderful, sir. Now that's going to boost out. Look at that. Wonderful. Their trade's jumped from 18 to 21,000, 12,413. Now we can do something here. This is what we do. We're a trading nation until it suits us otherwise, and then we will absolutely, kick in the door for Portugal. I know I've got a number of Portuguese viewers, subscribers. I do apologise, my friends, for talking about your country and thus, but needs must here. Spain must prevail here, sir. So let's just see what the Dutch do here. It's crucial. If they don't do anything, then we might take that move against the Austrians here. But again, I think they've been building here and recruiting here quite substantially. Yes, they've got additional Marines in here, garrison guards. They're putting together quite a really high-end defensive force here. And in here, the Swiss Grenadiers. Where are they getting the money from for all this? That's the key question here. They've also got this force lingering in the Alps as well. But they won't be wresting any of our stuff away from us, not unless they want a brutal fight. So let's end the turn. Britain will hopefully deal, indeed, with the Barbary States. Well done, sir. I do doff my hat to you. If Britain makes a move against us, we will have to respond in kind. Britain can be very fickle. Where exactly are you going, sir? Ah, there it is, as we predicted, moving through the Alps to try and attack us through there. So it looks like we're going to have a fight here. The provinces. Oh, nothing silly. Nothing silly, sir. Yeah, they're gearing up for something here. They've moved within a whisker there of Vienna. Look at that force has just stood there. That is... And, oh, Poland has moved in against the Ottomans. Russia. Sweden. Luckily minding their own business, which is always good to see. Why have they increased that there? We are trading with them now, so I should hold them off. Look at Empire, Denmark, Pueblo nations. We'll just keep an eye on the Pueblo nations there, just in case we were, of course, called by the council to move against the Pueblo nations. Look at these fiends here. Oh, that's a wonderful sight there. 11,862, I suppose we even hit there. Oh, excellent new port emerges, Hispaniola. I think we shall probably have a shipyard here. I think a shipyard would definitely be of benefit to us here. Let's get some military provisions within this region here. I think we'll also put the farm into better use here as well. But I know we've got to invest as well in our navy, which we are going to do now. So, oh, look at that. So again, we're starting to... Oh, look at this wonderful sight here. We'll definitely put a general in this army. Here we've got an additional ship that has been built here. Got a galleon 277 here. 283. I think we put a fourth... Oh, look at that. Spanish heavy war galleon. I think we should go for this gentleman. 2 of those for definite. Will definitely help increase our naval capacity here and our fighting power. Plus 400 the regional wealth here in Croatia. We're trying to get Croatia up as quickly as we possibly can here. Metal roads would definitely be of a boon to us here. We do need to have that moving in here, but look at these gentlemen here moving in already here into to try and I can guarantee they will assault Venice very, very soon here. Swiss regiment, look at that. I think we are going to increase our wine estates. I think we're going to increase our fighting power. Oh, look at that Iron Master works there. We'll definitely put that into next time around. A Bawdy house as well. Ooh. Ooh. I think so, sir. But we're going to increase our garrison here. Oh, my goodness me. Look at that. It's an absolute joy to see, sir. One more. The last of Swiss Guards we can get here. But I think we are going to put some... Oh, look at that. Spanish Granteros de Marina. No, gentlemen. So we have actually spent out on our military. As you can see, it's going to cost us a lot to put that elite force into position. But we need to. While Portugal is, dare we say, static at the moment, that's going to give us a time to start expanding in sort of putting our money into our economy. The economy is vital at the moment. We are going to come under siege here. You can just absolutely tell that the main target here is going to be Venice here. So I think it looks like the Dutch are going to move in against... Look at that, what a wonderful force that is there. That is an elite force. They're quite clearly going to move in against Vienna here. That's going to be our signal to possibly move out ourselves. It's fully under control here, but we've still got that resistance occupation here, which is absolutely fine. Quite clearly, the Poles have moved in against the Ottomans here. But again, our main priority is here and also holding Vienna, Venice, and that's why we've put this force into Venice, so that it couldn't be assaulted sort of from behind, as it were. If they try and move against Milan, we might have to move out to intercept this army. Looks like the Dutch are taking a little bit of a hit themselves, but their income is just rampant here at the moment. It really is. 3002 here. My word, that is a total regional wealth 6599. Ours is 5206 here in Venice. What about Rome? Rome is 6841. Far exceeding what's coming in from Amsterdam there. Ooh, ooh. Now that is an interesting ploy here. This could change the whole dynamic here, sir. As you can see, France have already taken Flanders, Brussels back from the Dutch. We could see the whole topography. Oh, they've taken Strasbourg. The Dutch have taken Strasbourg from the Austrians. We could see the whole outcome here of this war completely turned on its head here, because quite clearly they're going to be fighting each other tooth and nail here, giving us a chance to take opportunity here to strike against the Austrians. We'll allow our allies to fight one of our allies to fight one of our neighbours, but also allow our neighbours here to weaken one of our foes, and it could just fall perfectly into our hands here. Let's end the turn again. How many? We've got 5 more turns we can get procurement. Oh my goodness me. Louisiana infantry, very nice indeed. If we can get field marshals here as well, then we can also get the army board, which is going to open up an absolute plethora here of Spanish forces. Hunters, 1st Catalonia Regiment, Highlander War Band. Oh, look at the sheer magnitude here of the armies. Oh, Foot Corps Guards. That is exceptional. Oh, my goodness me. This is an absolute joy to see. Excuse me, my friends. You know, you get so excited even your voice begins to break. That is absolutely wonderful. Right, let's end the turn here. Not much action, but it's action in terms of investing in our economy, investing in our military, because believe me, in the long run, it will pay dividends. Well done, Britain. Well done. And we have a long-standing trade negotiation, trade relationship with Britain, which is only going to serve us well here. Oh, France is absolutely going to send the absolutely everything it's got here. Don't do it, France. Don't do it, sir. There it is. There it is. We take this fight, but my word, is going to be absolutely brutal here, because they are sending some of the finest forces you can see. Mind you, they're not at full strength. 85 men here. They're not at full strength by any means, but where it counts, they are strong. These Hungarian grenadiers are going to be exceptionally tough. They've got Swiss grenadiers we're going to be up against, but we've got a good force here. We've got a wonderful force here. Artillery is going to provide some problems for us. We've got our own howitzer. We've got cavalry, but so have they. This is going to be a test. This will be a test of defenders. We knew this was coming. We knew that Austria would try and take Venice back again. Let's take this fight, my friends. The Battle of Venice again, sir. We will not be moved from this city. Not one iota, sir. We will succeed. We will succeed. Now, oh, it's a shame we're not up on this slope here. It would be absolutely fantastic defensive position, but we do have this sort of this part of this sort of village here. It's on the outline of the city. There's the main city there. But we've got this. We can use this to actually break up their attacks here. We're actually going to pull right back here. We have the regiment. So actually, what we'll do is we'll set our artillery support here. Not much. But I think what we'll do is there's their deployment zone here, right off. If we had a reverse here, it'd be absolutely fantastic. But We've got to fend them off here. We're going to use our cavalry as a reserve defensive force here. We're definitely going to have the second grid. Actually, we'll move the general here. We're going to have our 2nd Grenadier Regiment here, right in the vanguard of the defence here. Look at that. Trenches. Oh, that's a wonderful sight there. Grenadiers. Then we need another very experienced regiment to go with it here. I think we'll have the 29th on the right. Again, we're going to mix and match here just to be able to hold in case the horse moving against us. We'll have the 20th Regiment here on the left again with horse or anti-horse defences. That's a strong defence there. Sort of curving with the land. 22nd on the right. We're going to have to hopefully pull in some reserves here, which should help us. We do definitely have the ability to be able to move in some reserves. 21st, I think we have 21st Regiment here, but again, we can't have full deployment here because... But once we end the deployment phase, we will put into a much better position there. I think we'll also have our... Right here, we can have a layered defence here. Oh, mines can be deployed, sir. Skirmish mode. Actually, no. I'll take that up. We'll actually put them here, into the forest here. We've got to be able to capture them on the guard. Oh, look at that. We'll have some mines put here. Possibly deploy some stakes here, but we've got the 1st Light Infantry. They're going to be the first point of contact with the Austrians. 31st Regiment. Here's an excellent regiment here. We'll put them up here. We're going to cover every base here. Put them with anti-horse, but the chances are that we'll probably attack along the flanks here. We've got a very Fusiliers. Now, the Fusiliers will hold back in reserve. Now, there's demarcation line, so we're pretty much up against it here. Our backs are up against the wall. We're going to hold plenty in reserve, though. How many regiments do we have here in reserve? We've got many in reserve here. Actually, what we will do is we'll put another force. Actually, we'll put the Fusiliers here. I should put them here so we can fall back upon this defensive line here. But they'll be actually put here, the Fusiliers, along the sort of this bocage. 41st Regiment. Put the 41st on the right-hand flank in reserve. And again, we don't want them firing upon any of our own troops. Let's bring these gentlemen back into behind their lines here. Excellent. We shall put 2 regiments of 40th and the 25th on the left and centre. And we shall have these 2 regiments in the centre and right in reserve again. And we've got our cavalry. These are going to prove vital to us. They really are here. We've got 2 cuirassiers. Should put the 1st on the left. Again in defensive formation. Remember, this will be altered here. This will be changed. We'll have a regiment of horse to go along with it. Not the most well positioned here. We'll just put these gentlemen here. But again, we've got a good reserve. We'll have to readjust our lines here for this. Let's straighten this out. Actually go along here. Make sure everyone's off fire at will. Don't any casualties if we can help here. We're going to use move the Fusiliers to here. Nobody else is behind. Got our infantry. Let's begin this. Oh my gosh, they were right up there. Right, we've got plenty of time here. Look at the Fusiliers. That's a wondrous sight. Look at that. What a sight that is to see those Fusiliers. Look at that. That's moving now. Oh, look at this. Look at the Spanish flags there just moving in the late afternoon breeze. Gentlemen, join your regiment, please. Thank you. Oh, the guns have already started. Oh, look at that. Already they started firing upon us here. I've got Hungarian Grenadiers behind them there. And they've got light horse, but it's quite clear the guns are going to be well protected here. But again, we are looking to move back here. Gentlemen, move. Lancers. Be prepared to meet those Lancers. Gentlemen, move now. In position. Be in position, gentlemen. Be in position. Those... Ooh. That's 2 sets of Uhlans. Well, these guns are going to cause a little bit of problem for us here, yes indeed. That's why we move these gentlemen back out of harm's way here. Going to take some fierce beating here. Oh, gentlemen, move. Look at this. Stand tall, lads. Let's see what they've got coming our way, because for some reason they've stopped. They've stalled. Faster than Krauser. Light infantry. It's these fiends we need to take care of, ideally. Because we're going to pound our regiments to pieces here, but we've got to take that hit here. I've split into 2 forces because the mountain here has actually divided their forces because of the geography here. Swiss line infantry, they've got quite a powerful force on our left, their right. Let's speed them up here. Let's get this battle underway here. If they're going to move in, let's do this already. If you want to go over the stakes there, be my guest. Are they going to move at all against us here? The repositioning of their armies is strange to say the least, but they're going to have to at some point. Damn these fiends here. Come on, gentlemen, move against us here. Let's try and drag them in. Explosive shell. Let's move them. Let's move them into position here. No, wait, gentlemen, wait, pull back. Purely defensive, purely defensive. Here they come, the Ulans. They're going to pour on us here, these Ulans. Get those stakes down, lads. Get those stakes down. Come on, lads, come on. Fall back, lads. Square! Oh, look at that, we've bludgeoned them here. Hold, lads, hold that square. Hold square. Get into square, gentlemen. Get into square. Oh, that's a wonder to see, so it really is. Here they come, here they come. Get rid of them, lads, get rid of them. They've had enough. Come on, lads, keep firing. Oh, what a shot, sir! Keep firing, lads! Oh, this is an absolute wondrous sight, sir. Moving reinforcements. Let's plug the gap. Get into those fusiliers, lads. Oh, gentlemen, move! Come on, cuirassiers. Get in here, lads. That's it, get into them. Oh my word, what a fight! We've got anti-horse stakes and that's why they're there. Steady lads! Oh, this is a joy to see, an absolute joy, sir. Get into them. Look at that, we're going to swoop down into the flanks here. What a fight, sir! Oh, look at this. Get out of there. They're shattered. Damn. Ah, they've backed away there. The regiment of horse has taken enough. Right, let's just close the gate here on these gentlemen. Well, let's take them out. Get in, stuck into them, shatter them. Fantastic. Oh, Oh, what a wonderful fight this has been. We're going to show the Austrians. Get into them, lads. You come for us, sir. You will pay the ultimate price. Oh, they're broken all along the line. They're broken all along the line here. They're shattered. That's it, gentlemen. That's it. Well done. Just the Royal Hungarian, which we knew would be difficult to fight against here. I think it's time we dealt with the artillery here. All Hungarian line infantry. Oh, they've gone, they've broken, they've had enough. Cut them to pieces, lads, don't give them any respite at all. Broken as well. Wonderful sight there. Double time. Get back in the line, gentlemen. Let's go and deal with these fiends here. Oh, come on, just take care of these line infantry before you go. Please, gentlemen. What a fight that was, and we still had reserves as well. We'll actually move these gentlemen up as well to help and aid the cavalry. Gentlemen, please, double time. They're shattered, they're gone. Let's absolutely smash this Austrian force into smithereens. You dare to fight us, sir? That's it, deal them a damage so they can't replenish. There it is, there it is. Not so eager now, are you, sir? Come on, we've got them now. Oh, they're gonna go. They're gonna break, sir. Winning slightly, they're being absolutely butchered, yeah. Move, gentlemen, move. That's a joy to see here, joy to see Spanish forces in action. Of course they're wavering, sir. They've taken absolute butchers. Cleaver to them here. They're up against cuirassiers. Or cuirassiers, they don't have any chance here. Look at this, we've pushed them to the absolute limit here. Move, gentlemen, move. We don't have time for laziness. Yes. What a fight that was. That was the power of the Spanish army in all its glory there. What a wonderful fight. They lost 2,748 men. They got 603 men left. We lost 1,188. It's quite a bit, but we still got 2,638 left. Remove yourself from our lands. Now the Dutch are in a bit of a pickle here. Not that we have a problem with that at all. But, oh, it looks like they're going to try and move against the Austrians here. And the Austrians are beginning to expand their forces here. Russia. A very long Ottoman turn there, my friends, which you might probably see edited out there because it was a ridiculously long Ottoman turn. We may have to remove the Ottomans for other reasons, but that's something that we shall broach later further down the line. Sweden seems to be gathering his forces here on Stockholm, potentially maybe moving against Russia. We can only hope so. It's moving in the other direction the way we are, but there's a potential for they possibly might be moving against Russia in some much greater force. Sweden are moving out here, but where to, sir? Don't you dare raid our lines, sir. Mind you, we do have trade with Sweden now, so that should improve our relations over time with them. You, Spain? Staunch allies, sir. Are they going to deal with the pirates here? We're probably going to get hit by the pirates again. Oh, possibly rebels? Barbary states, leave the trade lines alone, sir. Nope, they just can't help themselves, can they? Oh no, there's a British fleet there, that's why. Pirates, remain in your homes. Yes, look at that, what a wondrous sight. 13,607 here. What a fight that was, what a fight. And they've suddenly been able to get forces here. But that was an absolute sound thrashing. That +1 morale, +1 command when leading infantry units. Oh, 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 oh. An absolute joy to see here, it really is. That's excellent. All of those there, that boosting our air tax income wonderfully well there. The first thing we're going to do is make sure that this Venetian force here, although it's going to take a heavy toll there upon our income, it has to be replenished. Now, the Dutch are moving in here, but this is a strange goings on here. Looks like they're going to be using Stuttgart here as their main. That's what we have to keep the Venice here open. We have to. 4,200 here, 2,500 here. We've got to invest in our palatial estates as well. We can get excellent, but we did want to get these gentlemen here. But look at that, 800 there. 2250. A bawdy house will allow us to recruit, so we can always already get these. We can implement a great arsenal. I think it's probably best we get a great arsenal here as well. We do need additional firepower. Let's get that great arsenal we need here. Get a bawdy house. Plus 3 happiness to lower classes. Plus 375 here. I think we'll go for the Weaver's Cottage. Again, we've had that a decent mix there of income, but we are going to get replenish these forces here. They did take a little bit of a beating here, but if we can get them up to full strength here before these decide to move back against us. But look at that, we've absolutely butchered that army there. And as you can see here, there's some fighting going on already. The French have retaken Brussels here from the Dutch. Looks like they might have to move in, but we're going to have to do something with these forces eventually. We just can't leave them here indefinitely. We might have to move against, if the Dutch move in against the Venice here, and they say they've taken a bit of a beating, we might move in and try and wrestle Vienna away from them here. We've actually got a decent amount of income coming in now from most of these. Can we actually get a trade? We'll offer them technology of this here from the Crimean Khanate. Ah, excellent. 15,000, look at that, 22,817 here coming from Crimean Khanate. Excellent. Don't mind who we trade with as long as we got the money coming in here. But if we could take Vienna, it would be an absolute boon for us. It would give us a real stepping stone here to moving into Central Europe. But again, they've still got Stuttgart here. I wish the Dutch would hurry up and take Stuttgart. That would be a tremendous help to us, it really would. Fortunately, we're allied here, so that means we can actually pour a lot of resources into our income, our sort of infrastructure here within Italy to really boost that here. 1,200 to produce. We'll have to put some money into that there. We mustn't forget Sardinia, or we mustn't forget Corsica either. With these wineries, 750 here will actually give us a good income as well. But that, my friends, is going to be the end of this episode here. We are, of course, beginning as well to implement quite the military recruitment policy here in Spain. We are going to be hitting Portugal very, very soon. We might even, if a chance arises, how close they wouldn't actually support them. If we could attack Portugal using this army here, move to the border here and attack Portugal, that would be a wonderful sight for us. It really would. We have to get the bawdy house upgraded as well, because that will actually add +3 happiness to the lower classes, which will hopefully help supersede the clamour for reform here. But if we can move the army up to here and then strike against Lisbon straight off the march, we could actually eliminate Portugal in one swoop. And that would then give us this region as well, and really, really increase our sort of military and economic strength, and political strength indeed. But that, my friends, is going to wait for another time. As always, my friends, if you've enjoyed this episode, please get your comments down below. I need the council's help here to sort of help formulate a future strategy here for where we're going to go on from here. Do we wait for the Dutch to hit Vienna and Hungary, let them do the damage and then move in ourselves? Do we actually just sit where we are now at the moment and just, put money into the economy, to be able to get the money in, to be able to, keep on recruiting and investing in our infrastructure, getting the roads up and running, because we do have a few roads to add here, I believe. Here as well, see in Naples, that needs some metal roads. That's going to help improve our the sort of the movement speed, and also being able to recruit, add additional regional wealth. So again, we've got still a lot to do here in terms of what we can and cannot do. Again, the infrastructure here, we need metal roads here in Genoa. or Genoa. I think Venice has already got metal. No, it hasn't got. No, Venice hasn't even got metal roads yet. So as you can see, we've got a lot of investment still to pour into this. Most of our money is actually being, put into our armies, but we do need to really start to push a lot of money as well back into the economy to get back more from the economy in the long run. But my friends, I shall leave that up to the council's decision. Please let me know what you think, my friends. Please as well, always put your comments down, whatever it's going to be. Please put it down. Every single one comment is appreciated. Your help and advice has been absolutely phenomenal for all my campaigns, particularly the Spanish one here. But let me know what you think we should do now, my friends. Hope you're having a great start to your new year. Whatever you're doing, please be safe, my friends. But until then, bye for now.